Hi everyone, this is 5-minute discussion about Australian migration with EMK Global. My name is Megan Nguyen. Today we are hosting an information session with our prominent lawyer and migration expert from West lawyer, Mr. Ejaz Manzoor.
Thank you very much, Megan, for inviting me. Hello everybody. Sat Sri Akal, Namaste, Assalamu Alaikum, Sin Chao Katpa.
The topic today is about parent visa. The first question is how many types of parent visa, visa fees and processing time?
Thank you, Megan. It is observed that many of the young Australians' parents, they are currently living in overseas. And it is very difficult for them to celebrate their special days together. So most of the young Australians, immigrants, they always ask us what are the options available to bring their parents in Australia. We are here to help you. There are multiple options for the parents visas, and then on the basis that those visas we can bring your parents in Australia. Some of the options are temporary, so meaning thereby they can come and live with you for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. And some of the options are the permanent visa options, meaning thereby your parents can live with you permanently. So if we are talking about the types of the visas, so you have multiple options. As I said before, you have 870 visa, which is a temporary visa. You have 103 visa, 143 visa, and you have 884 visa as well. So in terms of the visa fees, some of the visas, they are really very expensive, and some of the visas, they are not that expensive. So if we are talking about the temporary visa, 870, you can bring your parents for up to 3 years or 5 years. So if you are thinking to bring your parents for up to 3 years, you have to pay $5,000 to the department. And if you are thinking to bring your parents for 5 years, obviously you need to pay double the fees. In other, permanent visas, obviously there is a range of fees. Obviously you can split it into 2 installments, but it starts from around $30,000 to $47,000. It will cost you more, but in the end of the day, your parents will be granted permanent residency. In terms of processing time, obviously it varies from visa application to visa application. We do not have a certain time period in which a visa can be or may be granted. However, most of the permanent visa types, parent visa types, they takes around maybe 10 to 15 years as well. So, but if you are looking to bring your parents on a temporary visa, obviously it may be granted within days, roughly speaking around 60 days, 70 days, 50 days, depending upon the good application.
So what is aged parent visa?
Yes, thank you, Megan. Aged parent visa is a permanent visa that allows your parent to come to Australia on a permanent basis. They can live here, they can work here, they can include their family members in the application, and they can include their child in the application as well. The only condition in the permanent visa or the aged parent visa is they must not hold 8-7 visa before.
So how much income do I need to sponsor my parents?
Yes, Megan, there are a few requirements for the sponsor. Number one is the sponsor must either be the permanent resident or the Australian citizen or eligible New Zealand resident. And the other main important thing is the sponsor must have sufficient income to bear his own expenses as well as his parents' expenses. So the guideline is that the sponsor must have approximately $84,000 per year income. This does not mean that if the sponsor does not have that much earning per year, he cannot sponsor his or her parents. No. This income can be calculated with another partner, so meaning thereby If a sponsor is not able to meet this requirement, then he can add the income of his or her partner to reach to that limit. And also this income can be reached by another Australian resident or Australian permanent resident or Australian citizen.
So is there any interview during this application?
Yes, Megan, there might be a possibility that the Department of Home Affairs conduct an interview with the parents. Yes, there is a possibility. However, we are not certain that it will definitely be done by the department.
What is the balance of family test?
Yes, Megan, except subclass 870, in other parent visas, this test applies. This means that the parents that you are going to sponsor, the children of those parents, like 50% at least or more, must be living in Australia. This is called balance of family test. For example, if parents have 7 children in total and 2 of them are living in Australia, this means they do not satisfy this requirement or they do not meet this test. If like 50%, like more than 3 kids are living in Australia, it means the parents do pass this test. So this is called balance of family test. This includes your children, your stepchildren as well. If someone has a split family, like 2 kids are living in Australia, 1 is living in Canada, 1 is living in Germany, then again those parents will not pass that balance of family test.
What is assurance of support?
Yeah, this is a very good question. Assurance of support means the sponsor must satisfy the Department of Home Affairs that the parents whom he or she is going to sponsor will not be relying upon Centrelink or any other Australian government benefits once their visa is granted. This is called assurance of support.
If you are looking for applying for parent visa, please contact us. Our detail is on the screen. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.
Thanks, bye.